a city builder for both casual players and those looking for a challenge. That's Foundation, which has finally launched out of early access. Foundation is a medieval city-building game focused on organic growth, resource management, modular construction, and logistics. Unlike traditional city builders, Foundation is gridless. Instead of manually placing roads, they naturally form based on how your village expands. While you place production buildings like in other city builders, you also work with zones. There are resource gathering zones and housing zones. If houses are needed, villagers automatically build them in designated areas, and the paths they create form naturally based on their daily routines. As always, I don't waste your time, so let's continue with what you need to know. As you progress, you can specialize in different progression trees. The common path is the most crucial early on, since it unlocks essential buildings. Then there's the labor path, which focuses on production and trade. The kingdom path is all about military expansion and influence, while the clergy path centers around religious influence. Before you think military expansion means battles, keep in mind that all military quests happen off-screen. From time to time, visitors will come to your town offering quests, and some of them involve the military. Another key feature is the free building tool, which lets you create custom modular buildings. Instead of using pre-made blueprints, structures like abbeys, churches, or even the market are built piece by piece. This not only gives you a lot of customization over your city, but also impacts gameplay. For example, you need to build a manor for yourself, but if you expand it with a stable, you gain 3 labor splendor points, which are necessary for progressing in the labor tree. Of course, you need to keep your villagers happy by providing food and meeting their needs, such as access to church services. As villagers rise in social class, their expectations increase, requiring more goods and services to stay satisfied. However, villagers won't die if their needs aren't met. They simply leave. Keeping them around isn't always easy, as logistics get more complex over time. For example, bread requires flour, which comes from grain, but a single farm won't produce enough grain to keep both your mill and bakery running efficiently. This fits with Foundation's lighter tone, making it more forgiving than other city builders. Gold is the most important currency for progression. You can earn gold by taxing your villagers or trading with other settlements. The problem with taxes is that your town only grows if villagers are happy. And who likes taxes? Exactly, no one. This means you have to balance collecting gold with keeping your villagers happy enough so they don't leave, while also making sure more people continue to arrive. Let's talk about difficulty. Yes, villagers will leave if they're unhappy, but this only becomes a serious issue on challenging difficulty. Even then, you have plenty of time to fix it. It's just not always easy. That's because Foundation gets pretty deep. At some point, keeping logistics optimized becomes a real challenge as multiple systems interact with each other. On normal difficulty, the pace is slower, resources are more abundant, and villagers won't leave as quickly. Instead, progress just slows down, giving you time to fix problems. This makes Foundation accessible to both casual players and those looking for a challenge, while still keeping the overall low-stress tone. If you enjoy games like The Settlers, or are looking for a more relaxed version of Banished, Foundation might be for you. The gridless, organic city growth is a fresh take on the genre, while still offering the depth you expect from a city builder. However, do keep in mind that there might be some issues with crashing and other bugs. I didn't experience many of these myself, but I saw them mentioned in Steam reviews, so I wanted to make sure you were aware. That's it. If you like short, no-filler breakdowns of games, consider liking and subscribing. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.